When a dismissive avoidant gets grumpy at you, they coming at you and like you, well, hold on, what did I do wrong? Nothing really. Hang on. This isn't fair. It's true. It's not. Let's understand, though, that because they're getting grumpy at you, there's something else going on you may not have considered. Anger, frustration, animosity, and resentment are the four projection emotions that we all use to hide something else, to hide something we'd prefer not to feel. And it's no different for a dismissive. So the thing is they don't show those emotions, those four projection emotions. They literally, they will do their best to never expose those to anyone. Because as children, if they expressed those, they were turned against them. They became reasons why someone might abuse or neglect, using as a weapon against them. So if you're seeing it, that means that you're safe. Hold on now, what? I'm getting punished for the fact that I've become a safe space. Yeah, you have. Although the punishment isn't really a punishment. It's actually the whole familiarity breeds contempt concept, where if we become close enough to a person to know that they'll forgive us for no matter what we do, then we tend to treat them poorly. Yeah, I understand that's not particularly functional or healthy, but understand the principle that this is coming from when a dismissive avoidant finally realizes that you are the first safe person that they've ever come across. They haven't developed the ability to recognize what's going on for them. That familiarity breeds that contempt, and they treat you poorly because they know that you'll forgive them. You've become a safe space for yourself, you've become a safe space for them, and they'll treat you like crap. But there's the next thing to recognize is it doesn't need to stay that way. First, we recognize that they're doing that, one, because you're a special person to them. Two, you have an opportunity there to say, without getting angry and understanding why they're doing this underdeveloped part of their character, there's something that they didn't get to do when they were kids and learn how how to understand where boundaries are, is to hold a boundary and say, you know what, I'm just going to push you back on that. I'm not going to be offended by it, but I'm going to be a safe space for myself and take a step up again. And they'll recognize that as a reason to respect you even more. When you show up for yourself, that's even more of a safe space for them. And they'll learn to be self-aware that getting angry, animosity, frustration, resentment are not things that they need to feel, because it's time for them to take a step up too and feel that emotion that's below it. The safer the environment that you have for yourself, the safer the environment you create and provide for the relationship, the safer they're going to feel to be able to be present well enough to deal with their childhood wounds and move forward with you in parallel. If you want to learn how to create that safe environment for yourself and for your partner, being an anxious with a dismissive, reach out, because we tend to get offended very quickly. This is the moment where we need to consider that our emotions are our responsibility, and how do I not be annoyed and upset at their annoyance and being upset? Right. Well, let's lead. Let's show them that there's a better way, that there's another way that we did learn and we can impart into them in the same way that if we look very carefully, we can see things that they can teach us. Reach out, let me teach you the ways forward for you and your relationship with yourself, and also then with your dismissive partner.